last time. They lost in that third title win against Ulan, but then battled back to win 2 consecutive. So there are the referees for today's game. Here are the starting lineups for today for Taiwan. Kintrol Barkley, Huang, Chang, number 14, number 20, Cho, and number 32, Igor Zaitsev. Marcus Keene, number 3 for Ulan, as well as Lu, number 13. Simbular is going to get the start, as well as Lin, number 36. And I missed one of them, and I will try to spot that one for you as quickly as possible for Ulan. So there's Igor Zaitsev, the Ukraine international. Kintrol Barkley hails from Durham, North Carolina, played his college basketball at East Carolina from America, played 3 years for the Pirates. Marcus Keene, the nation's leading scorer, averaging 30 points per game. He was sensational in college, and we've seen a lot of that here in this SBL Finals. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. We're in New Taipei City and looking at Game 5 of the SBL Finals. Taiwan Beer did get a win for having the superior record at during the regular season, and Marcus Keene comes right out and scores with a layup for the early lead for Ulan. So Taiwan Beer got the win. They effectively led this series 1-0 before the start. Then it was Ulan, the first 2 games actually played in the finals. And then it was, of course, bouncing back was Taiwan Beer. So they lead 3-2, and they're trying to go ahead and clinch today. Kintrol Barkley gets the offensive rebound, a putback, nobody boxed out. Launching it off the back of the iron. Igor Zaitsev flies in for the rebound. Now, Kintrol Barkley has looked better and better as the series has gone along. Zaitsev, nobody within a country mile of him. He puts it up but misses. Now Keene, he's off target. And the one player that I failed to mention in that starting lineup gets the rebound. Guo Chao Nan, number 89, gets it over to Keene. 6 on the shot clock. Keene over to Guo, and Guo puts up an air ball, maybe a deflection, maybe a block shot there. Oh, spinning Chang, and is able to get the foul. So that will be a move that he no doubt practices. Watch Marcus Keene start things off with this drive down the lane, going right at Kintrol Barkley. And then Barkley said, I'm going to get on the scoreboard as well with that offensive rebound and putback. Now Chang has had some big halves in this final series, at 16 points in one first half. That was in Game 3, had 14 to start. I think it was Game 5. Here he is missing his first free throw attempt. Free throws really hurt Ulan in that last game. Shot 62% in the end, but they missed a lot. They were in the 50s, 50 percentage right for most of that game. Lu shakes, gets in the lane, passes it outside. And missing was Lin. Well, that's living dangerously if you are Taiwan Beer, leaving Lin open. And the referees say it's going to be Taiwan Beer basketball. Kintrol Barkley crosses midcourt. Remember, folks, send us those 500 stars on Facebook, and we'll give you a shout out. We're also in the super chat on YouTube. Here, the three-point attempt, and it is good, a long way out. And from our possible MVP, Huang Song-han, drilling it. Well, that is a big mistake, leaving him open. He has been as hot as a Chinese Taipei firecracker. Marcus Keene steps back, shakes and bakes, gets in the lane, fades, puts it up, doesn't go, but there for the tap was number 89, or excuse me, 93, Guo Chao Nan. Chang gets it over to Kentrell Barkley. You leave me open, you're going to pay the price. Barkley. Well, you got a name like Barkley, you better be good. And he has been in this series. Now, Sim Bullard, the Canadian, over into the corner. Keane, scooping and hooping, back outside to Lynn, at the lane, spins, and is able, right at the end, to get the foul called on Cho. Pump fakes, spins, you name it. Watch this. And it was indeed that pump fake that got Cho Potion off the ground and allowed Lynn to go to the free throw line and to cut that lead back. New Taipei City hosting the Barkley. A little bit too hard in the lane. Passes it back outside. Lou. And a foul called on Barkley as Lou went past him. He gave him the pump fake, and Barkley bid on it, went up, and then reached. So you're looking at the MVP there, Lou, from a couple of seasons during the regular season. And now the pass outside. Keane, it's on line. Boy, he was in another country taking that three-pointer. He was way out there. That ties it at 9 points apiece here. Into that 4 minutes into that opening quarter. Long. Patiently misses, but chase down Cho, gets the rebound. Now Barkley, and he hits another three. That's his second. Kentrell Barkley. Second foul, reach called on Barkley. You don't like to give away those cheap ones, especially early in the game. Already 2 fouls, and that's going to give Cho Jun-san something to think about. And his answer is going to bring in Wang Hao-ji, although he leaves Kentrell Barkley out there. Now hitting it on the baseline, Guo, number 93. And Barkley can ill afford to make any more silly reaches. Now Zaitsev, he missed 1 3 today, and not for the second time, he drilled it. A couple of feet beyond the top of the key. Marcus Keane, silky smooth. Marcus Keane, a lean, mean fight machine, puts it up and in. And he's got that look today. He knows it's do or die today for Ulan. Now a timeout has been called, so both teams will huddle up over on the sidelines. There's another look at Keane. Maybe not quite as far as I thought, but it's Taiwan Beer leading it 15-13 here in the first quarter. Well, folks, don't forget, we're looking for those stars. Send them in rapid fire succession on Facebook. Or you can also use the super chat on YouTube, and we'll give you a shout out. That's right, we'll give you a shout out if you give us those 500 stars on Facebook or on the super chat on YouTube. And once again, can't say it enough as we look some of the people here taking in the action and wearing the face masks because of the coronavirus pandemic. Safety measures in place. Fans not allowed here inside the arena in New Taipei City. But once again, thanks, a huge thanks to 11 Sports for sharing your feed with us so we can take this basketball, this live basketball to the world. And I'll tell you what, 11 Sports have been doing a great job, great pictures. So huge thanks for all of that. Chang up high, pulls up his dribble. A very quiet start for Chang. Steph over to Huang. Will it be a second three? No, it was short. He brought a little bit of rain. Missed it. Now the bounce pass, and Luke goes up and ties it at 15. Keane right now is pulling all of the strings for Ulan. I think that bodes well for their chances today. He's almost got that look of jump on my back, folks. I'll carry you into that deciding game. So Guo Chao Nan reaches in and commits a foul. Here's Keane. He's been scoring, and this time he's been dishing. Wong takes a seat. They're missing that three-pointer. Wang Shen has checked into the game. 0. And right in on target. Lin with the rebound. Keane dumps it down low. They want to get Sim Bullard involved. Wang Shen right off the bench picks up the foul for Taiwan Beer. Luke is going to inbound the basketball to the Canadian, Sim Bullard. Up high to Keane. Good hand in the face by Barkley, so he has to pass it to Lin. He has a hand in his face as well. Good defense by Taiwan Beer, challenging the three-point shooters. And then up it goes. Oh, and the missed layup by Wang. That was a gimme. Now Keane, well, last dance or what? He lays it up and in. Electric stop by Marcus Keane. Past 6.5 minutes into the game, and Rulan's with the advantage. Pass back to Barkley. Shot clock winding down. He had to launch it. Goes off the rim, but that long rebound goes out to Huang Chen. And now another offensive rebound. Where Barkley really hurt Ulan in this series is offensive rebounding. Meanwhile, Keane, a little bit of hang time from number 3. Barkley was in the shooting motion, but he misses the free throw. Way to spend some time here today than sit back and enjoy a little bit of live basketball. The SBL Finals, Chinese Taipei. And the stakes are high. Marcus Keane crosses midcourt after Barkley's 1 of 2 effort at the line. Keane drifts in. Oh boy, no defense, and he missed a shot. There were no hands up. He must have been so surprised that it made him lose his concentration. Chang misses. Barkley was there for the offensive rebound, kept it alive. Now gets swatted by Bullard, but stays with it. And Barkley catches it and puts it up and in. Bullard slow to get up. And that really is a problem. They're struggling to keep Barkley off the offensive glass. Remember, he's got those 2 fouls. Up again. messages is Cho Jun San during this second timeout that's been taken today. And while we have the timeout, I'll just go through some of the scoring. So for Taiwan Beer, points and then 3 points each for Huang, number 11, and Igor Zaitsev, those two players, 3-pointers. But the leading scorer is not Keen, surprisingly. He has 9 points, more than that. 4 points from Woe, number 93. Jin Hao checked into the game, 21. He has the ball stolen away. And Chang goes in, and that is a gift. Jin Hao, that is not going to make his coach happy. Jin Hao, a.k.a. Douglas Creighton, turning the ball over immediately. That's the 3-point lead. Sim Bular backs up Igor Zaitsev. Sim Bular trying to force that one. Great play by Guo to get stuck in. Now Igor Zaitsev wrestles the ball away. No jump ball was called. Chang. 3-point shot no good. Huang Shen tripped and fell over. Keen on the 1-on-2 decides to go all the way. Nobody's going to stop him, he says. 11 points for Marcus Keen, and cuts the deficit back to 1 point for Ulan. Ulan trying to win their first title since the 2009-2010 season, wearing the blue today. Barkley, and foul called on Igor Zaitsev, setting the screen and then rolling. Open 3-pointer, good. How about that? Taiwan Beer, number 22, Huang Hong Han, 3-pointer, and they take the lead right at the end of the first quarter, 26-25 over Ulan. So indeed, the points have been confirmed. Scoring first quarter here in new Thai finals. Now Taiwan Beer started the series with a 1-0 lead by virtue of having the best team during the regular season. Ulan then won the first 2 games that were actually played in the finals, followed by 2 wins in the title. And it would be our first title. Got 14 points today from Marcus Keen, who has been as good as advertised. 4 points for Guo, 5 points for Liu, who just hit a 3-pointer. And for Taiwan Beer, Kentrell Barkley has 11 points to lead the way. Second quarter action underway here in New Taipei City. Marcus Keene has the basketball. He passes it out to the perimeter. Liu and Huang Jin saw the pass coming back out to the perimeter. He's able to knock it out of bounds with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Chen Hao gets it over to Keene. Leans into a three. It's good! As the shot clock winding down, 17 points already for Marcus Keene. He is looking like he might put up 30-plus points today. The dump down low now to Igor Zaitsev. And stepping out of bounds was Huang Song-han, who has come back into the game. We have seen a lot of three-pointers going in. Look at this one. Keene, when a man makes it like this, you know he is feeling it. But you saw the shot clock winding down and alertly got the shot off. Keene drives in. Ball goes over to Huang Jin. He hands it off to Chang. Chang, will he get it to Huang? Yes, he does. Chen Hao playing D on him. And Marcus Keene comes down and fouls Huang Han. We've seen Marcus Keene sit down for much of the fourth quarter in the first in the earlier games, but I would not be surprised if he had played a little bit more today. Closer to the third. Alertly gets it up to Chen Hao, but not able to convert. Good defense by Guo, who's been terrific. Chen Hao again drives in, and this time he earns a trip to the free throw line. Looking at the referee like he wants an unsportsmanlike foul to be called. Here he is. Well, they're going to look at it. I don't think so. I mean, he's taking issue with the fact that he was already in the air and the defender came in underneath him and created a dangerous play. He might get it. It depends how the referees will interpret what they see. So this is a part of basketball. You know, you can go over and you can check out, you know, if you suspect that an unsportsmanlike foul has been called. And if that is the case, it would be a huge sequence for Ulan, who have a 2-point lead. They would have a couple of free throws, and then they would get possession. So a big decision coming here for the referees as Ulan really try to establish themselves in this do-or-die game 5 for them. So let's look at the refs. Unsportsmanlike. So sigh of relief breathed by Cho Sung-hum. Here we go. Foul was on Huang Han. That stare from Chen Hao was possibly also born out of some frustration because he's had a rough last couple of games. Igor Zaitsev, his attempt too long. Marcus Keene rebounds it. But nobody stopped him yet, and he keeps pouring in the points. Marcus Keene, once again, looking like a lean, mean fighting machine. So Marcus Keene with 19 points, leading the way. It's a game-high 19 points for Ulan, who are 4 of 3 from three-point range, 6 of 13, in fact, for Taiwan Beer. But inside the arc, Ulan are 8 of 15 from the Taiwan Beer. And Ulan have also had a big improvement in the free throw department. They were perfect, 4 of 4 today at the free throw line. Remember their profligacy from the charity stripe on Sunday really hurt them as Taiwan Beer won and moved within a game of the title. So it's the SBL Finals. Taiwan Beer in the blue leading it 3-2. They can win the title if they win today. And nice drive and a layup, cutting it back to 32-28. Always good to see a basket, an easy basket, coming out of a timeout for Coach Cho. Lou on the baseline, and boy, what a great job Chao Nan has done today. I mean, he is doing a lot of the dirty work. He's doing a lot of the energy stuff, and this time he gets in there, challenges on the offensive glass, but defensively, Ulan was nowhere to be found on that last basket by Taiwan Beer. Barkley turns, puts it up. Again, offensive rebound for Barkley. This time misses, gets another offensive rebound, and finally scores. And you know what? We're just going to have to check his offensive rebounding numbers because he has been a force on the boards for Taiwan Beer. And he goes back to 35-30. And now the ball stolen. Lou has it. Quick outlet pass to Keene. Keene, a long jump shot. Barkley. And Barkley is fouled. Wang Jin over to Huang. And Huang Sung Han off target. Now Guo, great hustle and gets the bump called on Cho. Guo Chao Nan earns the trip to the line, making that statement that perhaps he should get some consideration for some national team action, bringing all the energy today for his team. Long goes back out of the contest. Takes a breather. And the first miss from the line today by Guo. I'm not sure. I think they might have awarded him an extra free throw. Of something that happened over on that Taiwan bench, Taiwan Beer bench. So that is indeed what has happened. Guo gets another one. He takes a deep breath and takes the lead up to 6 points. However, only makes 1 of 2. And Barkley with the rebound. And then he is fouled by Lou as he crosses midcourt. Barkley with 13 points. 22 points so far for Clark. Has it blocked by How? Opportunistic Keen. You saw him pick up the loose ball after half. Well, give me a three-pointer. Starting to finish it off. How terrific. Is huge. Too hard. The ball goes out of bounds off of Chang and back over to Ulan. Chang almost looks like he's trying too hard here. Watch this. Did drill the three on that occasion. The effort takes it away from Wang Haoji and gets another 2 points. Keen bumped as he gets inside. He was not shooting. .428 remaining in the second quarter, folks. Send us those stars. Give us 500 and we'll give you a shout out. Send them on Facebook or on the super chat on YouTube. Well, Whoa, arguably the best player for Ulan today other than Keen, takes a breather. Huang comes in. Barkley takes a seat. And, I think that was also Lou who checks in, number 72 for Ulan. Yeah, Lou is indeed in the game. Pass down low. Cho. Ball goes back outside. Lou for three. And they've got a 10-point lead. Their biggest of the game. Ulan. So far, so good for them in this do-or-die game. Pass into Huang Jin. Cho reaches in, knocks it away. And then Huang Jin able to get the basketball back, and he is fouled. Dangerous to Dangerous time here for Taiwan Beer. They need to stop this run by Taiwan Beer, or they're going to be in trouble at halftime. Huang hands it off. Huang Jin inside. Oh, good play. Using the glass was Igor Zaitsev. Remember, Symbol are not in the game right now. Sacrificing size for speed are Ulan, and is paying dividends. Chen Hao takes the pass, puts it up and in. Well, it's a natural score, so surprised to take that option. 3.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Put it up, are you kidding me? How did he make that shot? The three-pointer, it looked like Lou had knocked it out of his hands, but he was able to gain possession and put it up. Keen. He's hit some threes himself today. Shot clock down to 6. AK number 27, Wang Haoji, forcing Ulan to call a timeout. And what a momentum buster that was. That was made by Huang Jin. Watch. Here's Chen Hao taking this shot, but I think it's on the next highlight that we'll see. Look at this. He gets it. Now look. Well, no. I thought he had lost control, but it was just a very difficult shot that he made with the defender, Lou, right in his grill. Well, this is a key point in the game. Remember, Ulan had led by 10 points and looked like they were on the verge of pulling away, but that Huang Jin shot went in, and it has changed the complexion of the contest. So 45-40 now, Ulan. And at bare minimum, they don't want to go to halftime leading by any less than 45-40. They need to recapture some of that momentum. Because right now, it is back with Taiwan Beer. Well, a huge thanks to 11 Sports for sharing your feed with us so we can take some live basketball to the rest of the world, which unfortunately hasn't been able to watch much because of the coronavirus pandemic. But it's great seeing some live action, and I know that everybody is eager for basketball, live basketball to return on every continent, it is a very frustrating time for everybody, but health comes first. But at least we get to watch these SBO finals here in Chinese Taipei. And it's Taiwan Beer in the white that lead the series 3-2. Full court pressure there, almost coming up with a turnover. That was Taiwan Beer. Now Liu passes outside to Guo. And Sim Bular was boxed out by Igor Zaitsev. So the run continues, perhaps, for Taiwan Beer here late in the first half. They were down by 10. Now Chang over to Zaitsev. He's hit a 3 today. Will it be 2? No, will not be. And Liu gets the long rebound. He hands it off to Liu Chen-Yu. Chang. Pass, 2. Huang, or whoever was in the corner, Huang Hong Han was in the corner. Huang Song Han was on the wing, and it went right between them. So that was a break for Ulan. Rejection from Igor Zaitsev. Taiwan Beer getting the big swat from the Ukraine train. Look at this. Wondering if that was on the way down. No, that was a great block. .115 remaining in the first half. Ulan. Liu stepping back on the short rebound. Loses it out of bounds. So Taiwan Beer with 45.93 seconds. Regained possession with a full 24. And there's a timeout, so Coach Cho Jun-san is going to talk things over with his players. Huddling up right now, getting timeouts here late in the first half. And it's Ulan with a 45-40 lead over Taiwan Beer who have possession. And as they get ready to come back out on the court. Let's go over some of the scores. Kentrell Barkley has 13 points to lead the way for Taiwan Beer, 6 for Huang Jin, 5 apiece for Huang Hong Han, number 22, and Igor Zaitsev. Chan inbounds the ball to Zaitsev. Now Huang back to Zaitsev, bounce pass, Huang Jin, that's his favorite spot, but it's short. But another long rebound falls to Taiwan Beer. Ulan guilty of standing around. Not a good finish to the half for Ulan. Igor Zaitsev on the baseline. And again, Liu not really aggressively going for the basketball, but Ulan catch a break. Liu gets it. The point guard, he gets it back to Liu now. Final 8 seconds. Shake and bake time. And Liu is bumped, and I wonder if they might be tempted to put Marcus Keene back in the game here for the last 5.6 seconds to go back out. So Keene comes back in. He creates problems for Taiwan Beer on a different level, both with his shooting ability and his also ability to drive and dish. So Barkley comes back in. It's an interesting substitution with Barkley having those 2 fouls. So he does not want to pick up his third. Liu has it. Double teamed. He gets it to Marcus Keene, but a foul was called before. They had fouls to give. So not a problem for Taiwan Beer. In fact, they did not have fouls to give, so that is a big mistake for Taiwan Beer. So indeed, they are in the bonus. Boy, what a bad decision by that man's team to foul right at the end of the half. And Lou goes to the line and makes the first free throw. The free throw shooting has been much better today, and that's one reason why they have a 6. Lou takes his time and makes both. So up to a 7-point lead. Chang launches it, and it goes off the top of the backboard. So at halftime here in SBL Finals, Game 5, it is 47-40, Ulan on top of Taiwan Beer. Well, the things stand as they are right now. We will indeed have a deciding Game 6 on Thursday. Remember, Taiwan Beer started this series with a 1-0 lead because of their superior regular season, finishing top of the standings in the first and second half of that regular season, and because of that, they started at 1-0. Ulan going to give some comments here. He's been outstanding over. Well, folks, before we go away, let me just give you some stats. 7 of 8 from the free throw line today for Chinese Taipei. That has been crucial. Taiwan Beer have hit a couple more three-pointers. They're doing the job from three-point range, 8 of 20. Ulan 6 of 13, but inside the arc, Ulan have been much better. They are 11 of 23, whereas Taiwan Beer are 7 for 21. And, we talked about got 8 rebounds overall to go with his 13 points. But it's Marcus Keene would win this game to force a deciding 6th game on Thursday here in the Chinese Taipei SBL Finals. So once again, it is 47-40. Ulan on top of Taiwan Beer at halftime. We'll be right back before the start of the second half. 47-40, Ulan on top here at halftime against Taiwan Beer, and Marcus Keene is the main reason why. He has come out and been on fire, scoring 24 points. He's been hooping and scooping. He's got a couple of assists and also been ably supported by Guo Chao Nan, who has been terrific from the energy standpoint. Lu Chen Yu also big time, and just an overall outstanding performance by Ulan. Crucially, we remember that they had so many misses at the free throw line on Sunday, uncharacteristically. They have come out today and have made 7 of their 8 free throws, and it just goes to show you how important those free throws are, because they have a 7-point lead at the break. So if they can hold on in this contest, we will have a deciding game on Thursday. What a great shot that was by Huang Jin. It looked for a moment like that might turn things around for Taiwan Beer. They pulled to within 5. They had possession, but they also had a bad turnover. And in any way, this Ulan team was able to go back. Well, folks, first of all, let me say thank you very much to 11 Sports for sharing their feed so that we can Chinese Taipei. The reason why that's so important is because right now the coronavirus pandemic has brought a halt to a lot of the live basketball. Most important time of the season. Now, we are very keen for all of you that are watching to keep contacting us and let us know what you think about the broadcast. So please send us your story. What you think? Send us 500 stars and we'll give you a shout out. That's on Facebook. That is a recap, really, as it concerns these teams in the SBL Finals. Now, Marcus Keene, again, look at that, 24 points. He has been terrific. He's been hitting the three-pointers. He's been of the shot clock. He's been dishing as well. Marcus Keene has been the man of the moment in that first half, 24 points. He could go off, folks, for a huge number today. Do not be surprised if Marcus scores 30-plus points today, and dare I say he might even flirt with 40, and that would be a real tribute to him, because he needed to come out today and have a big game for his team to have a chance to win. You could tell he's got that look of, I've got to bring my best today for us to have a chance to come out and to win this championship. He's basically said, just jump on my back, guys, and I'll carry you to victory. But we've seen before in this series Ulan leading by several points at halftime, but not able to close it out. These opening exchanges will be crucial for them as they look to hold Taiwan Beer at bay. Well, second half action underway here in New Taipei City, Chinese Taipei. It's the SBL Finals. It's Game 5, and here is Marcus Keene coming right out, and now goes to 27 points. He has been utterly sensational today for Ulan. Ulan sitting back in a 2-3 zone. I won't say it's the most active zone. Taiwan Beer now. Are they going to survive the onslaught by Keene? Chang hands it off. Oh, nice patient approach, and the finish by Cho Pushun. Sim Bular really has not been a factor today for Ulan. Point range, the ball rattles out, but there is Guo. Boy, it's been awesome today, doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, boxing out and scoring with the putback. Barkley to Chang, outside to Huang Xin for three. That's his spot on the court, but it glances off the front of the rim, grazes the front of the rim rather, and falls to Liu. And now Keene has it with those 27 head-turning points. Here he is on the baseline. Good! He goes to 29. Somebody call the fire department. This man needs to be doused for Taiwan beer fans. He is scorching hot. And now the turnover. Liu up to Keene. He goes to 31 points. Unbelievable performance for Marcus Keene. Liu alertly passes up, and Taiwan beer have yet to come out of the locker room from halftime. They are asleep and getting punished by Marcus Keene as Ulan lead it 56-42. Well, alarm bells ringing for Taiwan beer, who have now fallen behind by 14 points over the next couple of minutes. And certainly Marcus 31 points, 8 of 13 from the floor, 5 of 6 from three-point range. And really terrific, but also crucially, number 93, Guo Chao Nan, getting that offensive rebound and put back. He's got 9 points. He's got 5 rebounds. Just a great overall performance from those two players. Liu as well. Liu Chin Yu continues to provide. He's got 10 points, 2 rebounds, and a couple of assists. So it's now wake up or go home for Taiwan beer. I mean, or go home for the day anyway. They'll definitely have another game to get it right. Igor Zaitsev catches it wide open at the line and scores. So they find the opening in the zone and score to cut it back to a 12-point deficit. Keene pulls up and continues to pour in the points. 34. Points from Marcus Keene. Wow. And now the ball batted away. Kentrell Barkley catches it. Gets it back to Huang Xin. Now Chang from the right corner puts up an air ball. Keene again open. And that was off the front of the rim. Now Wang on the baseline. Oh, a very important 2 points as Taiwan beer just look to stabilize things. Lin from downtown, and the ball goes out of bounds. Marcus Keene picks right up where he left off in the first half, 34 points. $59-46, and Marcus Keene has been, just been ridiculous. Referee's also looking at something perhaps to see if there was a three-pointer or something else. So coming out of the timeout, a 13-point lead here for Ulan and possession. Marcus Keene. Lynn drives down into the paint. Oh, and the follow putback jam by Big Bad Sim Bular. 61-46. Ulan back to a 15-point lead. Barkley gets it out to Chang, who's been ice cold today. And his pass intended for Huang Xin goes out of bounds. Dream scenario here for Ulan as they have really come out strong in the first half. Third quarter in again. Ball batted out of bounds. It'll remain at this end for Ulan with 5:48 to go in the third quarter. And yell has been called on Taiwan beer. Great work by Guopo. Well, he's hustling more than anybody out there today. Chang comes out. Huang Sung-han comes back into the game. Huang Jin goes out. And Marcus Keene shaking and baking once again. You get the feeling this ball might be going up. He's going to pull it back. And great hustle by Huang Hong-han. Keene arguing there was a foul. 4.4 seconds to go on the shot clock. So the answer by Cho Jun-san is to put Huang on Bular. Blue might have been bumped as he went up, but no call. Igor Seth over to Barkley. This is where he thrives. He goes in. And a foul called up high on Guo. We haven't seen much of that today from Barkley. If he can start getting the ball in the open floor, this thing can change in a hurry. Here he is. Well, might have gotten away from a push. Here he is. He gets it back. He puts it up. And Lin rebounds the miss. Hands it off to Marcus Keene. Keene tried to use the screen to get free. Well, here he is. He puts it up. Oh, it's good! Look at that. And he shows he had the man right in his face, and he still scored 37 points now for Marcus Keene. Wang. And the rebound by Lin. Marcus Keene takes it, and he will get a couple of free throws. That would have been a 3-point play. Well, I've just been informed that the most points ever scored in an SBL Finals is 47 by Tien Lei, who played for Dasen. Keene's season high this year is 41 points. He had that on May 15th against Pullen. Well, let's say it was 41 points. Not sure if it was on May 15th, but anyway, it was the 47 is the record that he is chasing. So that free throw takes it up to 65-46. Did anybody see this coming today? Okay, no, actually the 47 points was scored in the semifinals, not in the finals. So still chasing that one down. Huang has it. Igor Zaitsev puts it up. And Huang with the offensive rebound gets it back to Wang. Huang. Igor Zaitsev, a little hook push shot. Lou drives in, gets swatted out of bounds by Igor Zaitsev. So right now, Keene has, in fact, 38 points. Now the pass out to the right corner, and it's good. Biggest lead of the game, 20 points. Simbular rebound and takes it back outside. Of course, the fan. turnover, so this blue line team starting to a little bit, but now Keene forced that turnover and makes the bounce. Gets it inside, and instead of going up with a hook shot or a layup, he tried to go under, and Cho earned the trip to the free throw line. So this is the second. For your Ulan, you just want the game to be over. It doesn't matter if you're winning by 20, 30, or 1. You just want to get the win. Right now, Chang drives in and earns a trip to the free throw line. Here's another look at Chang going baseline. Not the biggest player, but certainly fearless. Has long arms and uses those to good effect. And gets to the free throw line. His team down by 17 points. There's still time for a comeback, but again, you think it would take something extraordinary for this team to come back and win this game, and therefore clinch the title. $85-70. Back to a 15-point lead. So Marcus Keene drives in and adds to his tally. He continues to get the job done. And this gives it back now to Keene. His team up by 17 points. We'll update you on his stats once we have a break in play, but 40-plus points in a game like today, well, he has been sensational. Here he is, goes up again, and continues to pour him in. He's had some big games in his career. I'm sure he's going to look back on this one. His team leading 80 to win, and that's, I'm sure, what he'll be saying after this game. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and with Bular in front of him, Zaitsev had that quick release for the 2 points. Now Liu over to Chen Hao, Doug Creighton, and Sim Bular has the ball taken away, and it leads to a break. Penetration, Chang again, flies in, puts it up and in, cuts it back to a 15-point game. Well, never say never. It's not over yet for Taiwan Bears. They try to chase the game. Liu, meanwhile, gets it and takes it all the way in. He is blocked, but Sim Bular there to get a very important offensive rebound and put back. And that takes the lead back to 17 points. Wong. Over to Cho. Taiwan Beer able to get it off just before the shot clock expired. Sim Bular gets the rebound. And his team now 4 minutes remaining and up 17. You have to say things looking very promising for Ulan. Chen Hao held by Igor Zaitsev. Referees might have a look at that and see if that was unsportsmanlike. Here it is again. Watch this. Okay, no, this is Sim Bular chasing down, getting the offensive rebound. 74. Lou has it from way downtown. Lou steps into it and drills another three-pointer to take it back up to a 94-74 lead. Well, Ulan knew what they had to do today. They had to just come out, start well, and really the sense of urgency was there from the beginning for Ulan. And can't help but think that Taiwan Beer have kind of perhaps let up just a little bit today. And he was in the preceding two games, 15 points for number 32, Igor Zaitsev here. But they are trailing by 20 points. Well, the question remains now, Marcus Keene, has he saved anything for that decisive game? I guess he'd like to go back out there and try to get 50, but at the end of the day, if he can rest up, that might be more important in the grand scheme of things. Here's Igor Zaitsev, pushes off the back of the iron. Lou dribbling up high. And Lou stepped out of bounds. Turns the basketball low. Send and stars to Facebook or on the super chat. On Facebook, we'll give them 97. Easily reached the 100-point mark, the century mark, here against Taiwan Beer. Remember, it was a very fast start for both teams offensively. Zhou Yi-Song drills the three-pointer to get it back to a 20-point deficit. So Chen Hao takes a seat. And now the question of momentum. Well, we've seen each of these teams win 2 games in a row in this series. And the bounce pass from Sim Bular. But really, Sim Bular was not a major factor at all in today's game. That's not to suggest that he won't be in the decider. But it's interesting how this game did take off. And really, the way that Taiwan Beer got some ugly baskets early on after getting a lot of misses. They got some offensive rebounds and putbacks from Kentrell Barkley. But at the end of the day, when a player comes out and scores 46 points, the way that Marcus Keene has today, and also I cannot emphasize enough the importance of the play of Guo Chao Nan, who started number 93 today and really brought the effort on both ends of the floor for Ulan. Back to a 20-point deficit after those 2 free throws for Taiwan Beer. Now, will we get to the century mark? That's the big question. Wu Kai-xiang has the basketball. Guarded by Wang. Shot clock down to 6. Wu gets it to the corner. And driving in and denied are Ulan. Missing a well for Taiwan beer was Huang Hong Han. Blue. Over to the corner. Well, it seemed like a foregone conclusion, but they are still looking for that 100th point. Will it come here? You know, it rattles out. And driving in and scoring was Wang, or Gang rather, Gang Wangzi. So again, looking to get to the 100-point mark. Who has it? And again, he will take as much time off the clock, it appears, as possible. The victory is really a sure thing. So 99-81. Lee T.E. will be giving the post-game interviews, and he will also be cautioning everybody. He says, listen, you know, we know how good Taiwan beer are. We can't rest on our laurels in this one. Here they are with another chance, and it looks like they're going to settle for an 18-point win, 99-81 over Taiwan beer. So Ulan have done what they needed to do just to get the W today. Marcus Keene, an utterly sensational 46 points, leading the way. There he is. He knows he put his team on his back today, carried them into a deciding 6th game that'll be played on Thursday. Taiwan beer, by virtue of the better regular season record, finishing top. They got the 1-0 lead in this after this 99-81 victory for Ulan. To the game, it'll be interesting to see.